Can we talk about Kirk Franklin's opinion about the older generation talking about Western Christianity? And y'all let me know in the comment section what you guys think of this whole situation. Because, baby, it's a lot to unpack. So let's get into it.
I believe that marriage has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Giving has been weaponized in Western Christianity. Sexuality has been weaponized. For example, any woman listening to this can attest in our culture. Don't be no 30, 35-year-old single black woman and go to the family reunion. All the older women are gonna do them, they're gonna look at you and wonder, why you not married?
Where your man at? Where your kids at?
Like it's a prerequisite for identity and value. That if you don't have a man, if you don't have kids, that something about you is broken. Do you understand how dysfunctional these messages are?
Yeah.
And how we super spiritualize these messages. Paul said, but marriage is a necessary distraction. I have many friends that were in ministry at church, and the church has told them, if you're gonna be in ministry, you can't be single. We're not gonna let you work with the youth ministry if you're single. You can't do this if you're single. And so what people do, they quickly get married thinking that they're fulfilling God's will for their lives, but they are fulfilling man's dogma. You can be single and be used by God. You can be single and have purpose. Being married is not a prerequisite for God's hand on your life. It is not, but we've weaponized it. And then crucify people. Where my camera at?
Right there.
And then crucify people when those same marriages don't.
Damn!
This is my opinion about what Kirk Franklin said, and I agree with about everything that he said, especially in the black community. It is frowned upon to see a single black woman because you think something is wrong with her. Well, this is my opinion about that stigma. There is nothing wrong with you. You are focused on your goals. You are focused on your careers. You are focused on trying to heal that hurt little girl. You are focused on your focus. And sometimes God takes longer to bless you to be with your partner. Now, that is to say this, you are not less of a woman if you do not become a mother. You are not less of a woman if you don't become a wife. I think that it is very strong of a person to take that time to heal. Now, that is to say this, that the older generation, they had set rules back then that in order to leave their house, they had to be married. They had to have kids. They had to have a man in their life to sustain them and to financially stable them, because a lot of them, that was their way out of their parents' house, as quiet as they kept. And a lot of people that are in those older marriages, they're stuck with that person because they gained something from their person. 9 times out of 10, they're not with that person because of love. They're with that person because of what they can give them. But now we're in 2024 where we have options. You don't have to be in a relationship to feel happy. You first have to be happy with yourself. And I think that's where people get it twisted, because you think that if you get a man, that that's supposed to be your happiness. No, your happiness starts with you. You're supposed to be whole with you, because in the Bible, it says, how can two walk together unless ye agree? And if you guys have different morals and values and standards, and if it's not working out, then that doesn't mean that that person is a bad guy. That just means that's not the person that God has for you. And you're supposed to learn from that chapter, from that person, and not carry it on to the next load. And I personally feel like we need to stop this stigma that women are less valuable because they're not mothers or they're not wives. If you guys made it to the end of this video, I just want to thank you so much for taking the time of watching. If you guys want to see any more rants, reactions, or girl talks, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that bell notification so you're notified every time when I upload a video. If you guys have any video ideas, please make sure to DM them to me on Instagram so that way I can shout you guys out in the next one. See you next time. Peace.